Handmade Creations is also for me a lot of, well, I guess more purpley blues, blue toned purples. There we go. In both. Must be the color of September. Hey, Carolina. Glad you're here. Hey, Felisa. My weekend is going great. I swatched all day long. What else would I want to do? I love swatching. I actually swatched the whole Bees Knees Lacquer anniversary collection today, and it's beautiful. So I can't wait to share that with you all. Hey, Nicole, glad you made it. All right, so we're going to start in kind of rainbow order here. This is kind of an orangey, so I figured we could put it first. You're swatching too, Carolina? That's awesome. I love your swatches. If you didn't know, Colorista Carol Carolina also has a swatching Instagram. If you're not following her there, you should be. Hey, Sharon. So we're going to start with Pampered Polish's option for this month. This is called Scaradactyl, which is the cutest name. um, Timberland is continuing her Dinosaurs series, and this one's described as being a butternut squash colored crelly with black and white micro glitter, charcoal flakes, and iridescent flakes. It's going to retail for $12, and there's no cap. And if you haven't been following this series, Timberland is collaborating with a special guest, her 3-year-old son. So her son Cooper is helping design all of the polishes, and the theme was inspired by him and his love of dinosaurs, which I think is so cute. So let's watch Scaradactyl. I absolutely love Pampered Polish's Crellies. I'm excited because Timberland actually asked me to swatch her Halloween collection. So I'll have that to share with you guys pretty soon too. Look how smooth and easy it goes on. I love Pampered Polish's Crellies. And the glitters are just so dainty. Because of the glitters, it is a little bit tricky to remove, but they're so small that it's not that bad. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 4 or a 5. But isn't that beautiful coverage in just one coat? Love it. And so pretty for fall too. Hey, Daniela. Glad you're here. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Magdalena. All right, so that is Scaradactyl from Pampered Polishes, and we'll come around after we swatch on this whole hand and do a second coat. All right, the next one we're going to swatch is from Lynn B Designs. Lynn B Designs is continuing their their animal magnetism series. I so didn't get this series theme. I think all the polishes are inspired by animals and they're all magnetic polishes. Hello, how did I not get that? But this one's called Luxurious Raccoon, and it's described as being a rust-colored base with purple to green shifting magnetic pull, red to orange shifting crystal flakes, and a hint of hollow sparkle. It's going to retail for $13, and there is a 100 cap. So I put this beside the Pampered Polishes because I felt like they were the most similar out of the bunch I had to show you, but you can see the Pampered Polishes leans much more orange in this one, has more of a brown undertone, but a very orangey brown. I just love this color combination of the brown and the green. I'm going to be honest, I think this is my favorite Lynn B Designs polish I've ever swatched. It is beautiful. So I'm going to swatch this one on my thumb. Lynn B Designs has a beautiful wide flat brush. So if you have wider nails, or if you just love a paddle brush like I do, you'll really appreciate this one. So look how smoothly it goes on. It is just so pretty. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to apply my magnet. This is the new magnet that came to the Polish Pickup Shop. I purchased it last month and I've just been playing around with it a little bit today. Really pretty. Oh no, Jess. I'm glad you realized, and I'm glad it wasn't actually at 240p. I agree, Magdalena. It's so beautiful. Yes, Elizabeth, it's gorgeous. So there's what the magnetic line looks like, and that contrast is amazing. And I love the hollow, and I love the flakes too. I just love this polish for fall. So pretty. So that's Lynn B Designs. Luxurious Raccoon, and that name is amazing too. Luxurious Raccoon. I've never thought of a raccoon as being luxurious before. Next is a new brand to my channel. This is Supernatural Lacquer, and they are releasing this month the Gill Man, and I love the writing on the bottle, on the label there. So the Gill Man is continuing their Universal Monster series, and it's described as being a swampy green base with multi-hollow mixture. It's going to retail for $12, and there will be no cap on this one. Look at that hollow. So pretty. I see some linear, but I can see lots of scattered too. All right. There we go. So going on with the first coat of the Gill Man. This one's another one that's really pretty, I think, for fall. I love that the makers, although their themes are not specifically seasonal, a lot of the polishes they release go so well with the season. So this one's a little bit sheer on that first coat, but it does build up really beautifully. For me, I needed 3 coats to get full coverage. Let's look at it up close. So you can see all of that gorgeous hollow. And it's kind of like an olive, but it's got a pretty strong army lean to it, I would say. Really pretty. I know, Jess. All the purples. So many. Thanks, Catherine. I appreciate it. Thanks, Polish Coffee Talk. Hey, Mercedes! Mercedes! Glad you're here. All right, next we're going to take a look at the by Danny Viana option for this month. They're continuing their Anastasia series, which if you missed my last live stream, I'm obsessed with Anastasia, so I'm so stoked for the series. This is called Little Anya, and it's described as being a teal when hot to black and teal when cold. That's what you're seeing here. Thermal with a mix of gold UCC, metallic, and iridescent flakes. It's going to retail for $13, and there is a 100 bottle cap. Look at those flakes, people. Oh, goodness. Oh goodness, the contrast. It's there. It's so pretty. Oh, Mercedes, you love Anastasia too? I am obsessed. When I was in elementary school, I sang Once Upon a December for the talent show. Yes, it deserves all the love. I agree. All right, so going on with the first coat of Little Anya. It's such a smooth, easy to work with curly formula. And those flakes come out so beautifully on that first coat. Going in a little bit thin on my first coat because where it does have so many flakes, I want to make sure it dries nice and evenly. And you can see it already transitioning. Love Danny Viana's thermals. So there's one coat of Little Anya from by Danny Viana. And I do have my toaster down here, so I will show you what it looks like completely in its warm state. Oh, Felisa, you're wearing Starry Night. That is one of my favorites. That was, I want to say last month's. Yeah, last month's polish pickup. So beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Your entire PPU was purple. I don't think you were alone. Yeah, Jess said me too. Yeah, there were so many pretty purples this month. And we're continuing it with Hello Handmade Creations too. It's the color for September, I guess. All right, and then the last one we're going to swatch on this hand, and then we'll go in for second coats of everything, is from Wildflower Lacquer. Already those flakes. Oh my goodness. So this is called Who Are You? And this one is part of the Alice in Wonderland series. They're continuing this month. It's described as being a deep teal base with navy blue undertones, and it's packed with aqua to purple shifting crystal flakes, scattered holographic flakes, and iridescent glitter. This one's going to retail for $13, and there is a 200 bottle cap. 200 bottles. So I have a little bit of a suspicion that this one will sell out. Maybe not. Sometimes I'm wrong on that, but it's a really pretty polish, right? Yes, you guys love it too. Good. It's beautiful. All right, so let's go in for that first coat of Who Are You? I agree. It totally looks like the caterpillar. Who are you? You can see it's super richly pigmented on that first coat. I would really recommend wearing a base coat with this one. Maybe even an extra layer of base coat. When I swatched it, I didn't get any staining, but my nails don't stain super easy. So, use caution. So there's one coat of Wildflower Lacquer. Who are you? And those flakes are so glowy. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, I can see that sparkly nails. Serpentine. Yeah, I can totally see that. All right, so now we're going to go in for second coats of everything. We'll start with Pampered Polishes. And if you're new to my live stream, I go in for 2 coats of everything, and then I show you the swatch wheel. I show you what it looks like on a wheel, and that is built up to opacity with a glossy top coat. All right, so we're going back in for our Pampered Polishes. This is Scarodactyl, and I feel like it's coming off just a little bit more washed out than it is in person. It is quite a bit brighter. Like it's pretty distinctly orange. And I feel like on the camera it looks a little bit beigey. It's not beige. It's orange. Look at the swatch photos on the website. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's showing up correctly on my nail though. That's good. All right, so first coat of Scarodactyl from Pampered Polishes. Butternut Squash Cream, black and white micro glitters, opaque for me in 2 coats, and a gorgeous Crelly formula. I love this one. I think it's so pretty. Yes, Pat. Pampered Polishes has an incredible formula. I love her polishes. So just a reminder, this one's going to retail for $12 and it will have no cap. It's part of Pampered Polishes Dinosaur series. All right, let's go in for the second coat of the Lynn B Designs polish. Remember, this one is a magnetic, and it is the Animal Magnetism Series Luxurious Raccoon. It's got kind of a rusty orange base, orangey brown base, with purple to green shifting magnetic pull, red to orange shifting crystal flakes, and a little bit of hollow sparkle. Who doesn't like that? I always like a hollow sparkle. All right, second coat of Lynn B Designs Luxurious Raccoon. Sounds like a Wi-Fi password. Does anyone else have like funny Wi-Fi passwords, adjectives, and then the name of an animal? Luxurious raccoon sounds like a perfect Wi-Fi password. Applying my magnet. This one is super reactive, really easy to magnetize. And we can see all of that gorgeous, gorgeous contrast. Oh my goodness. I love this one. It's definitely my favorite Lynn B designs I've ever swatched. So 2 coats of Luxurious Raccoon from Lynn B Designs. And then the next one is from Supernatural Lacquer. I'm glad you guys like it too. It's so pretty. Um, from Supernatural Lacquer, we have the Gill Man. This one is going to be $12 with no cap. And it's a swampy green base with a multi-hollow mixture. It's got some linear, it's got some scattered, it's got a little bit of everything. It was a little bit sheer on that first coat, but starts to build up really beautifully on the second. For me, I needed 3 coats to get full opacity with this one. I think if you've got nails that are much longer than mine, I think most people would be good in 3, but if your nails are quite a bit longer, then maybe you would want a 4th, or maybe you'd want to pair it with a blurring base coat. But it's a really pretty color, and the hollow is divine when you build it up. I think that's why they made it so sheer, so the hollow could really pop, and it's gorgeous with this jelly base. So pretty. So there are 2 coats of Supernatural Lacquer, the Gill Man. Going in for the second coat of the By Danny Viana polish. This one is Little Anya, continuing their Anastasia series. Got a fuzzy, sorry. So this one you can already see has started to transition on me big time. It transitions super fast. So let's go in for a second coat of Little Anya from Danny Viana. It starts to build up so beautifully. In its cold state, You can see it's already turning warm. In its cold state, I was able to reach full opacity in 2 coats, but in the warmer state, I did want 3 coats just because it's a little bit lighter. Yay! I'm so glad to hear my sound is better this time. I've been working on fixing it, but it's been a lot of trial and error. So I'm glad I found something that works. Ooh, doesn't that look so cool together? The warm and the cold. So at the top is the cold state, the dark color, and then the bottom is in its warm state. Beautiful. So pretty. So there are 2 coats of by Danny Viana, Little Anya. Right, and the last one we're going to do on this hand is from Wildflower Lacquer, and it's called Who Are You? And it's continuing their Alice in Wonderland series, and it's got the most incredible flakies. They are seriously so pretty. Oh goodness, you guys, it was a big spending month for PPU for a lot of people. I know it was. I only got a couple polishes, but I got quite a few IPU items. All right, so let's go in for that second coat of the Wildflower Lacquer. Who are you? You can see it really deepens up on that second coat and tons of those flakies come out. I was able to reach full opacity with this one in just 2 coats, and I think 2 coats will be perfect for most people. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I'm losing my mind too. It's gorgeous. Those flakes are insane. Insane. So there are 2 coats of Wildflower Lacquer. Who are you? So pretty. Like I kind of don't want to take it off, but I have to. All right, so there are our first 5 that we're looking at. We've got Pampered Polishes, Scarodactyl, Lynn B Designs, Luxurious Raccoon, Supernatural Lacquer, The Gill Man, by Danny Viana in its cold state, Little Anya, and Wildflower Lacquer. Who are you? What are you guys putting on your wish list? Let me know. I'm curious. I didn't know you're from Wisconsin, Amy Sue. So Sarah, the IPU shop is the indie pickup shop. It's just on the Polish Pickup site where they have other items listed that are not Polish Pickup items, the soaps and lotions. I think a long time ago, Polish Pickup and Indie Pickup used to be 2 separate shops, but then they combined. I agree, Holly. They're all so beautiful. Seems like you guys really like the wildflower. I do too. Their flakes are so pretty. Then the next little round we're going to look at are a lot of bluey purples. Some more blue than others, but they're super glowy, and these kind of colors are right up my alley. You love the pampered polishes, Felisa? Me too. That curly is so fun for fall. I don't even know if I can pick a favorite from that bunch. They're all gorgeous. Purples are your jam too, Nicole? Yes, I love a good purple. And look at all the shimmer and the flakes. It's just like, to me, this little section is like unicorn. Screams unicorn. I love it. All right. So the next group we're going to look at are those blues and purples. And at the end, if this is your very first time watching, we will add a matte top coat to the whole swatch wheel so you can see what they look like matte. Yeah. So we're going to jump into that first option, which is from Cuticula. This one is stunning. I'll go ahead and say it's one of my top picks this month. It's so pretty. So this one's called Ignite the Spark, and it's continuing Cuticula's Disney Park series. This one specifically is inspired by Galaxy's Edge, and it's described as being an indigo base with orange, aqua, yellow, and blue glass flakes. It's going to retail for $12.50 and has no cap. So if you remember from a few months ago, Dragon Glass from Cuticula, which was for Polish Pickup, this one is like a light version of Dragon Glass. The flakes are so beautiful and shifty and they just pop. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I am in love with this one. All right, so let's go in for that first coat of Cuticula Ignite the Spark. As you can see, it's a little bit sheer on that first coat, but it's another one too that builds up so nicely for me in 3. I think 3 coats will be perfect for most everyone on this one. It has so many flakes that in 3 coats, if the base isn't giving you the coverage that you need, the flakes are. Look at how they pop. My goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this one. Right? Cuticula always gets it right. Love me some cuticula. So there's one coat of cuticula, Ignite the Spark. So pretty. And they described it in the description I want to add as an indigo. To me, it leans a lot more blue. It's maybe even coming off more purple on camera than it is in person. I was surprised to read indigo in the description, actually. But I do see that the base has a purpley lean. But just know in real life, it leans a little bit more blue. All right, next one is from Rogue Lacquer, and it's continuing their Little Mermaid series. It's called Kiss the Girl. Sha la 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 my oh my. Can't help it. So Rogue Lacquer is continuing their Little Mermaid series with Kiss the Girl. It's described as being a sheer marine blue with red to copper to green shimmer and micro holographic flakes. It's going to retail for $13 and there's no cap on this one. This one's gorgeous too. A lot of you were asking if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to, my handle is at Polish with Ray. Um, I was wearing this in one of my stories when I talked about not feeling great last week. And I said I would let you know which polish I was wearing, and it's this one. This was the one I was wearing in that story. So it's Rogue Lacquer's Kiss the Girl, and it is so, so beautiful. Wow. So there's the first coat. I'm so in love already. They describe it in the description as being sheer. I honestly don't think it's that sheer. It built up really well for me in just 2 coats, and in uh, 2 coats I think would be great for most people. Hey, Sheila, did I say it right? Last time you told me, is it Sheila? I'm glad you're here. So beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is one coat of Rogue Lacquer. Kiss the Girl. So pretty. Hey, Janista. All right, and the next one I thought was going to be similar, but if you are a lover of colors like this, then they're not at all. Shayla. Thank you, Shayla. Um, so Penelope Luz brings us Salsa. So cute. As part of their Dance from Around the World series, it's described as being a light purple base with iridescent pigment, red to gold to green, and some holographic pigment. It retails for $13 and has a 200 bottle cap. And the shimmer is insane. And yup, yup. I don't even need to say anything. You see it. You know it's amazing. All right, so let's go in with the first coat of Penelope Luz Salsa. This one's a little bit more sheer on that first coat, but it built up really nicely for me in 3 coats. And I think 3 coats will suit most people. Welcome, JPT. I'm glad you're here. How gorgeous is that? The contrast between the purple base and the red to gold to green shimmer is amazing. Amazing. So pretty. So there's one coat of Penelope Luz Salsa. And we'll loop back around at the end and add a second coat to all of these. Another beautiful purple this month is from Garden Path Lacquer. And they bring us Indigo, Spires, Saliva. This is part of their Secret Garden series, and it's described as being a royal violet crelly base filled with indigo purple shifting aurora shimmer and green shifting iridescent flakes. It's going to retail for $13 and there is no cap. So the shimmer is really strong on this one. It almost makes the flash look blue. It says the flakes are green, but on the nail and in person, they look pretty blue to me. It's gorgeous. I have to say, I usually have a pretty strong aversion to blue, purple together in a polish. I don't usually like it. I don't know why, because I love blue and I love purple. But for some reason, when they're combined on me, I just don't like it. Do you guys ever feel that way about a combo of colors? That being said, I really love this polish. I will 100% be holding on to it. It's so beautiful. Those flakes just glow in the blue in the purple base. Mm-mm-mm. That is pretty. Oh my goodness. This whole hand, I'm going to have a hard time removing it because I just don't want to take it off. So there is one coat of Garden Path Lacquers, Indigo, Spires, Saliva. Gorgeous. Yes, so pretty. So glowy. You love blue and purple, Sarah? Maybe I'm coming around on it. I feel like my taste has changed so much this year. At the beginning of this time last year, I didn't even like blues. And now here I am, ordering tons of blues, left and right. And the last one we're going to look at on this hand is from Swamp Gloss. Yes, love Swamp Gloss. So this one's called Nope. And I'll let you see. Nope. I think that's how you say it. It's continuing the Archer Vice series, and it is a purple to blue thermal with scattered holographic, red to gold shimmer, and iridescent flakes. This one's going to retail for $13, and there is no cap. Super pretty. I love the flakes in this one. All right, so let's go in for our first coat of Nope. I know. I'm sorry, Janista. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. It's the maker's fault. They create such beautiful polishes. How can we say no? So there is the first coat of Nope. And it's starting to shift on me. You can't see because it is a little bit sheer. This one I built up to 3 coats and got almost full opacity. The flakes really help blur the nail line, but it is quite sheer. If you've got longer nails than I do, you'll have some VNL more than likely in 3 coats, but you could always pair it with a blurring base coat. Yeah, and on the second coat, we'll be able to see that color build up a little bit better. You guys are turning me into a blue-green lover. I don't know what's happening. Who am I? All right, let's go in for the second coat of our cuticula, our beautiful, beautiful cuticula. So pretty. So the cuticula, remember, is called Ignite the Spark, and it is part of the Disney Park series. This one's inspired by Galaxy's Edge, and it's described as being an indigo base with orange, yellow, aqua, and blue glass flakes. So we can see the color is starting to build up a little bit more nicely on that second coat. And 3 coat, 3 coat, and 3 coats. It is fully opaque for me. I can't see any nail line, but again, that's because the flakes blur it out quite a bit. The base color stays very soft, even built up in 3 coats. But I kind of like that, you know, it lets the flakies do the talking. Aren't they glowy? Oh my goodness. So there are 2 coats of cuticulas. Ignite the Spark. That one's going to retail for $12.50, and there will be no cap. So pretty. Next, let's go in for our second coat of the Rogue Lacquer. This one is called Kiss the Girl, and it's part of the Little Mermaid series. It's a sheer marine blue with red to copper to green shimmer and holographic micro flakes. Price will be $13 on this one, and there will be no cap. The shimmer in this one almost looks to be like a multi-chrome shimmer. That's just my opinion. That's not what the description says, but it's really shiny and reflective. Oh my goodness, so pretty. I wore this one to school. I'm a teacher, and my students, I got so many compliments on my nails. I was just feeling so good. It's gorgeous. So there are 2 coats of Rogue Lacquer Kiss the Girl. It's fully opaque for me in 2 coats, and I think 2 is going to be great for most people. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so there's Kiss the Girl from Rogue Lacquer. Next, we're going to go in for a second coat of Penelope Lou's Salsa. And you can't see the green shift super well. You can kind of see it in the corner there, but it is there, people. There's green too. So Penelope Lou's Salsa is continuing the Dance from Around the World series. It's described as being a light purple base with iridescent pigment that shifts red to gold to green. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it's also got hollow pigment. So pretty. Gorgeous. This one's going to retail for $13 and it does have a 200 bottle cap. This is another one that I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it sell out. So you can see a little bit of my nail line there in 2 coats. In 3 coats, I was able to get it to full opacity. If you've got longer nails than me, 3 coats, you might have a little bit of visible nail line. A little bit. So beautiful. I know, right? Sparkly nails. I'm glad you can relate. Oh, I didn't know you taught 4th grade, Sarah. That's amazing. I love 4th graders. They are so good. They are so good. All right, now I'm going in with that second coat of Garden Path Lacquers, Indigo, Spires, Saliva. That name, I don't know why it makes me laugh. Maybe I'm not even saying it. So, Salvia. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Salvia, I think it is. Sorry. That's what happens when you live stream. All right, so Indigo Spires Salvia is part of the Secret Garden series, and it's a royal violet crelly base filled with indigo to purple shifting aurora shimmer and green shifting iridescent flakes. It's going to retail for $13, and there is no cap. All right, so let's go for the second coat of Indigo Spires Salvia. Hello. It builds up really nicely on that second coat. The flakes are even glowier. I can still see a little bit of nail line, but not too much. In a hurry, this one could be a 2-coater for me, for sure. I think 3 coats would be perfect for just about everybody. Sarah, I teach music actually. So I teach kindergarten through 5th grade. I get to have all of them. And I'll say the little ones are my very favorite. I love kindergarten and I love 1st grade, but I love the big ones too. They are great. I miss the fly things. Even the fly likes it. How is there a fly? There is always a fly. Driving me crazy. They do like it. Oh my goodness. Y'all crack me up. All right, so swamp gloss. And it tried to block Pat's fly emoji. I love it. I've got to accept that. So Swamp Gloss brings us Nope as part of their Archer Vice series. And you guys can see it's already transitioned on me. So here's kind of what it looks like. Very sheer in its warm blue state. Kind of turns to be a powder blue when it's warm, and it's staying blue because I am very warm. You'll be able to see what it looks like built up in 3 coats in its cold state, and then we'll apply the toaster so you can see it in its warm state. But you can kind of see both there, the purple at the tip and then the blue on the rest of the nail. It's a gorgeous soft thermal. So pretty. So there are 2 coats of Swamp Gloss. Nope. Middle school kids love polish too. I bet they do. Who doesn't love polish? Who doesn't? Yeah, this one I agree, JP, is super fast to transition. If you haven't tried Swamp Gloss's thermals before, they're fantastic. They are fantastic. Yes. No way, Sarah. See, you've done it all. That's pretty amazing. I don't think I could I don't think I could do that. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so here are those 5 together, built up in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. We've got Cuticula, Ignite the Spark, Rogue Lacquer, Kiss the Girl. Then we've got Penelope Lou's Salsa and Garden Path Lacquers, Indigo Spire Salvia, and then Swamp Gloss, Nope. They all are kind of a similar color family. This one obviously is a little bit different, but they're so different with that gorgeous shimmer. Like, I love them all. They're gorgeous. Which are you putting on your wish list? I have to know. Oh no, I'm sorry, Nicole. We've got 2 more rows to go. Then we'll be all done. So we're about halfway through. There's some gorgeous ones this month. There are a lot of really pretty ones in the overstock section of the site too. If you guys didn't know, HHC, Hella Handmade Creations, has an overstock section on their site where they bring back some polishes that have been sold previously in HHC. I believe it can't be a current ongoing series, but after the series is over, it can come back onto the overstock section of the site and you can repurchase, which is amazing. Um, just that though that the polishes on the overstock section are extremely limited quantity, so there is a chance that you will not get them unless you're ready to purchase as soon as the shop opens. I am very rarely able to get the overstock purchases because I don't stay up late enough. But if you can grab them, highly recommend. And I do have a few overstock polishes to share with you today. Ones that I've swatched in the past that are beautiful. Got 3 of those to share. Yay! Carolina's here. Hey, Carolina. All right. So the next little group we're going to look at are our deeper purples and pinks. Have a really, except for those like soft blue purples, have a really diverse range of colors this month. I love that. 3 classes of second graders. Oh my goodness. That is crazy, Sarah. I can't even imagine. Music is enough for me. I do music, a little bit of dance, a little bit of drama. Can't imagine doing PE. Art would be kind of fun, but a little bit messy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into swatching these shades now. Oops, I forgot to remove one. So we're going to start off with one from Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. As far as removal goes, by the way, all the ones I've swatched so far are easy peasy. I didn't get staining with any of the polishes that I've showed you with today either. All right, so we're going to jump in to the Pretty Beautiful Unlimited offering. This one is called Gutter Ball, and it's continuing the Cosmic Bowling series. It's described as being a purple to pink to gold multi-chrome with a mix of 4 crystal chameleon flakies and holographic micro glitters in violet, red, fuchsia, and jade. It's going to retail for $13, and there is a 150 bottle cap. This one's really beautiful. When I look at it, the colors shifts I see most. Let me pull it away. Yep. The color shifts I see most as I get this rich, um, deep, like jam color, and then a shift to a gold and a green and some lower lighting. And then, of course, I can see all of those tiny crushed flakes in there, and then the holographic as well. It's really beautiful, a lot going on. Ah, nice. Jealous that you're in the Pacific time zone so you can grab them quick, JPT. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I'd have to stay up a little bit. It would so be worth it, but I just have to get sleep. So there's the first coat of Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Gutter Ball. Great coverage on that first coat. Tons of those flakies. Really, really pretty. This one is going to be a 2-coater for most people. Hey, Amanda. We swatched your polish just a second ago and everyone went bananas. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Isn't it gorgeous, Carolina? Really pretty when it shifts too. All right, the next one we're going to take a look at is from Cupcake Polish. It's this one right here, and it's called Jolene. I'm resisting so hard the urge to sing. But I can't do Dolly Parton. Nobody can do Dolly Parton. Only Dolly Parton can do Dolly Parton. She's continuing her, guess, Dolly Parton series. And it's described as being a plum purple jelly nail polish filled with blue to pink iridescent shimmer and blue iridescent flakes. Look at those flakes. Oh my goodness. It retails for $13 and there's no cap. And it's so pretty. I don't usually expect these kinds of polishes from Cupcake. These kind of deep colors. I always associate cupcake polish with having some lighter, brighter colors, although they have really some darker colors before, of course. Look at that coverage. This one is super pigmented too. I'd make sure to wear a base coat, and it is going to be fully opaque in just 2 coats. Oh my gosh. Those flakes are gorgeous. I love pink and blue together. So those flakes, I'm in heaven. Yes, berries. Berries! My favorite color to wear in fall. This one's gorgeous. So there's our first coat of Jolene. Jolene, Jolene from Cupcake Polish. So pretty. All right, moving on to some pinker polishes now. From MTK Designs, we have variation on a theme. Ooh, pretty shimmer. It is part of their Love Out of Time series inspired by Somewhere in Time. It is a thermal polish. Bear with me on this description, it's a little bit long. That starts out with bright peach when it's warm. It transitions to red orange when it's cool, and that's what you're looking at now is this reddish orange cool color. And then when it's super cold, it goes to a rusty mauve. It's also got the same copper shimmer, sorry, it took me a second to process that. Same copper shimmer as Timeless and Rhapsody, which are past polishes in this release. Or sorry, in this series. And then I didn't know this once watching this, and I'll show you what it looks like today because I do have a UV light, but it changes under UV light as well. So in sunlight, it changes to like a pinky purple shade. So cool. Love that it's a thermal and it's a solar. This might be my first solar thermal polish, both. It's going to retail for $12 and there's no cap. Really pretty. All right, so going in with that first coat of variation on a theme, love the music name. Really creamy formula on this one. And I think it is going ahead and transitioning to that warm state too. It's kind of in a similar color family in its warm and cool state. So if you're someone who's kind of apprehensive about thermals because you don't want them to die in a color you don't like, this one might be a good one to grab because it is quite close. Yeah, and you'll be able to see the color better in 2 coats. It's fully opaque in 2 coats. But there is one coat of MTK Design, variation on a theme. That shimmer is gorgeous. All right. Hey, Lucy. Welcome, welcome. All right, moving on to Coloristic Carol's polish this month. It is bright. Buckle up. It's called Dragon's Heart. Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness. Hot pink. Yes, please. All right, so Coloristic Carol brings us Dragon's Heart. It is part of their exotic fruit series, and this one specifically is inspired by dragon fruit. I love this series. I think it's so fun. Give me anything food related. I love this. So this one's described as being a hot pink with purple undertones, multi-chrome shimmer, white glitters, and black rectangles. And this one's inspired, like I said already, by dragon fruit. You can see it. It's going to retail for $12.50 and we'll have a 100 bottle cap. I wouldn't be surprised if this one sold out either. It's beautiful. Now this one's really warm. You can see it. All right, so first coat of Dragon's Heart. If you haven't tried Coloristic Carol's Crowleys and you like Crowleys or you like glitter, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why haven't you tried them yet? You totally should because she makes a really gorgeous curly. And her curlies, I feel like, are so unique. As you can see, the glitters always come out so easily. I never have to fish. I didn't leave the bottle upside down. They never stick to the sides. They're just beautifully distributed. So there's one coat of Dragon's Heart from Coloris de Carol. This one, I think, depending on glitter placement, 2 coats will be good for most people. You might need 3 if you've got longer nails, but 2 will probably be good for you if your nails are similar to mine. Oh, yeah, it's kinda like a ladybug again, Sarah. I love that. So pretty. Oh, yay, JPT. I'm glad you've got your calendar set for the Boo Bird Advent. Mm, I kinda wanna add something else, but I'll save it. I'll save it. All right, and then the last one we're going to swatch on this hand is another gorgeous kind of berry tone. It comes from Different Dimension, and it's called It's a Beautiful Day to Save Lives. This one is part of the Grey's Anatomy series, and it's described as being a mulberry crelly loaded with green to gold color shifting aurora shimmers. It's going to retail for $12, and there is no cap. Super pretty. Again, I really love the contrast. We have a lot of gorgeous contrasting polishes this month. The pretty soft berry shade with the green shimmer, yes. Just all around, yes. Give me all the contrast. All right, so first coat of Different Dimension. It's a beautiful day to save lives. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Almost fully opaque on that first coat. Tons of that shimmer, very creamy formula, super self-leveling. Couldn't have been easier to put on. So there is one coat of Different Dimension. It's a beautiful day to save lives. This one's so pretty for fall as well. Love it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's go in for second coats of everything. And then I'm also going to have a non-polished gem to show you with this round too. All right, so first coat of Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. Second coat, sorry, of Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Gutter Ball. Remember, this one is a beautiful multi-chrome. It shifts from that jammy purple shade to a gold to green. It's got lots of flakes in there, micro flakes, and some hollow. Fully opaque in 2 coats. I can't see anyone needing 3 coats for this one, but look how sparkly. This one I could see myself wearing actually kind of around the holidays and wintertime where it's so rich. And then the flakes and hollow remind me of like twinkling lights. It's gorgeous. So just a reminder, this one will have a cap. Oh, yes, it will. I got excited for a second. It will have a 150 bottle cap and it will retail for $13. So that's Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Gutter Ball. Super opaque. All right, on the second coat of the cupcake polish, which is so pretty. We've got Jolene. She's continuing her Dolly Parton series. It's got a plum purple jelly base, and it's packed with lots and lots of flakes, the blue to pink shifting iridescent kind. It's going to retail for $13, and there is no cap on this one. I got full opacity in 2 coats. If you've got longer nails, maybe you'd need 3 because of that jelly base. But I think 2 coats will be good for most people. So there are 2 coats of Jolene from Cupcake Polish. Gosh, I'm loving this series, and I love that polish. All right, and you can see this one's super warm now. We can totally see the difference there. So this is what it looks like in the warm state, and then this is what it looks like in its cold state. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'll wait. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it is solarized. How do you make that? How do you say that? I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's exposed to UV light. There we go. So second coat of MTK Design Variation on a Theme. It's from their Somewhere in Time series. Full opacity in 2 coats. When it's warm though, I did want a 3rd coat at my nail length. Look at the shimmer. This one glows. Gorgeous. Photochromatic. Thank you, Lucy. Oh goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Solarized. We just created a new word. Right, so there are 2 coats of the MTK design variation on a theme. It's going to be $12, no cap. Here's what it looks like. You can kind of see it's warm and then cold. And then we add the UV light. Dun, 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 dun. It's mauve now. What? That's cool. That's really cool. I love that you get 3 colors. Yep, I could play with this all day. And the shimmer really pops too when it's in that state. This one does dry down pretty flat. Most thermals tend to. So there are 2 coats of MTK design variation on a theme. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Hey, Princess Becky. I like that name. All right, going in for our 2nd coat of the Coloristic Carol now, Dragon's Heart. This one is continuing their exotic fruit series, and it's inspired by dragon fruit, of course. It's a beautiful hot pink, Crelly. It's got white hex glitters. It's got black rectangle glitters. Boop, got one that wants to hang out up there. And then it also has multi-chrome shimmer. So pretty. It's going to retail for $12.50, and there is a 100 bottle cap for this one. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if it sold out. Really beautiful. And it's fully opaque for me in 2 coats. If you've got longer nails, maybe you'd need 3 for that one. Maybe. So what I layered on top of this one is a non-polish, well, non-nail polish item that Cuticula is offering this month in the Hella Handmade Creation Shop. They're bringing us their Quenched Polish Smoothing Top Coat. So this was created to drench the glitters in your nail polish and leave a glassy, smooth to the touch finish on your nails. It's going to retail for $8 and there's no cap. So glittery polishes like the beautiful dragon's heart do leave a textured finish. Whenever you apply just a regular top coat, yes, it adds shine, but it doesn't usually smooth out all of those glitters because they're so big and beautiful, right? So products like this are intended to go over your polish. It's fairly quick drying, but not as quick drying as a top coat. I would say as quick drying as a regular nail polish. So you just apply it over your glittery polish, let it dry, and then you add a top coat. And I'll show you what it looks like. So the glitter smoothing top coat Quenched goes over first. And it really adheres to those glitters and smooths everything out. And then you'll just let that dry completely and it'll smooth it out, but it will not add shine. So Felisa, it doesn't also serve as a glossy top coat. It's just a glitter smoother. And then you add the top coat on top after it's dried. Mine's not, so I'm not going to add that right now. Can you guys let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay? Am I back now? Let me know in the chat. Yay! Okay, good. Sorry, I don't know what just happened with my internet. It was just like, we're done. I've never seen that message before. Weird. Okay, back where we were. Sorry, y'all. So Cuticula, usually I like to pair the same brands for top coats, glitter smoothing, kind of top coats as well. So on the swatch, I used Caramel Apple Pops, their limited quick dry top coat, which smells amazing, by the way. It's currently available in the Polish Pickup Shop. But you would put a top coat on top of this and you get a really smooth, glossy finish. So here's what it looks like with just the Quenched. You can see it's super smooth. And then I'm going to go in for a top coat. OCC, you're going to love it. It smells fantastic. And usually scents don't last on me, but this one lasted a while. Like I could smell it the next day. So then you add the glossy top coat and then it is perfectly smooth. Like it looks like a regular nail polish. No glitters. It almost reminds me of like gel. Gorgeous. You're going to love it too, Lisa. It's amazing. I agree, JPT. It makes all the difference. Like I didn't used to like glittery polishes at all because I just thought the texture was something you had to deal with. And I don't like textured polishes. But having a glitter smoothing top coat made me enjoy wearing glitter polishes. So it's a game changer if you haven't tried one. And this one is only $8. It's going to be in the Hello Handmade Creation shop this month. And again, there's no cap on it. Yay! All right, and the last one on this hand is from Different Dimension. It's a great day to save. Sorry, it's a beautiful day. Not great, it's beautiful. A beautiful day to save lives, part of their Grey's Anatomy series. And it's a mulberry crelly loaded with green to gold color shifting Aurora shimmers. It's going to retail for $12 and there's no cap. I would say it smells, the Cuticula Quick Dry Top Coat smells more like apples than caramel. I believe she did this scent in the past and it smelled more like caramel. This one, I would say, smells more like apples with a little bit of caramel. Caramel. Yeah, I love it. I really, really enjoy it. So there are two coats of It's a Beautiful Day to Save Lives. Love the shimmer in that one. And fully opaque for me in two coats. I think it'll be fully opaque for everyone in two coats. No, I am the same way. I love to feel my smooth nails. Whenever I have to feel texture, it just makes me cringe. Like my skin, my hair stands up on end. I can't handle it. It's like it just bothers me so much. All right, so there are those polishes. Let me know what's going on your wish list. We have Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Gutter Ball, Cupcake Polish Jolene, MTK Design, Variation on a Theme, Coloristic Carol Dragon's Heart, and Different Dimension It's a Beautiful Day to Save Lives. And this one has on it the glitter smoothing top coat and the limitless quick dry top coat. And look how smooth. Looks like gel. So pretty. Gorgeous. And then we've got one more row, some neutrals, and our overstock polishes. We're going to mattify everything. Thank you guys again for joining me today. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Don't forget, if you're not already, to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. That'll help other people find it too and find out about all the beautiful indie polishes that we love so much. Oh no, Cece. I'm sorry. That's weird. I agree. YouTube has been weird with notifications. I heard that they kind of pick and choose which videos to notify you about, which seems strange. If you have your notifications on, then it should notify you for all of them. Thank you, Carolina. I love your polish this month. It's gorgeous. I don't have anything like it. I'll also, speaking of Coloristic Carol, next week I am posting my live swatch and review of her beautiful Halloween collection. It's a 6-piece collection, and we've got some really spooky, vampy colors. You're not going to want to miss it. Especially if you like this, because there are some pretty crellies in that. But there's other ones too. It's not just crellies. That's right, Carolina. Woo! 9 a.m. I always forget that it's that much of a time difference. Is it buffering again? It's not on my end. Same, CC. I always like catching live. Yes, Sarah. I watched Manny Centric's video today. her review of the Coloristic Hero collection. And here's our next little group, our neutrals. They're so pretty. This one truly isn't a neutral. In my photographs, it looked more black than it's showing up right here in my studio lights. Um, Keep in mind though, my studio lights are very bright, so it might be a little bit darker in real life. I do want to show you what this one looks like next to the cupcake polish because I think they're a little closer. But yeah, I probably should have swatched it by the cupcake. It is what it is though. It's blurry. Oh no. I don't know if I can do anything about that, except for try to connect to Wi-Fi again, but I'm afraid I'll lose y'all. I'll try. Okay, we'll see if it gets better. All right. Let me add a little bit of base coat, and then we'll jump into swatching these. Thanks for letting me know, Amy. It's always a toss-up. I have you guys pulled up, or I have, I guess, myself pulled up on my computer here, and it does look a little bit fuzzy, but I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe that's why. Because my, just like Jess earlier, my video quality was set to 144p. That's pretty bad. Okay, let's watch through these. Yes, we've got some gorgeous grays, and I'm super into grays right now, for some reason. So that first one that you guys seem to really like too is from Bee's Knees Lacquer. Should have guessed, right? Their shimmers are amazing. And this is continuing their Ghost Adventure series. This one specifically is inspired by the time Zach got their favorite answer, Sarah's favorite answer, I think, from the Ovilus of all time. No idea what that means. I don't know anything about Ghost Adventures, but it's called Your Mom, which is a funny name. It's described as being a smoky pine green with glowy purple shimmer. It's going to retail for $12 and there's no cap. So it's described as being a pine green, but I feel like it is a gray with strong green leans. And the shimmer in here is amazing. Like amazing. So pretty. Hey, Jennifer, I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's go in for our first coat of Bee's Knees Lacquer, Your Mom. Formula for this one was very Crelly-like, but if you've used Bee's Knees Lacquer polishes in the past, it was more creamy than a lot of the Crellys I've used from them. Sometimes their polishes can be very sheer. This one had a more creamy formula. Super smooth, very opaque on that first coat. You can see a little bit of nail line, but honestly, not too much. I was able to reach full opacity with this one in just 2 coats, and if you've got longer nails, maybe you'd need 3, but I think 2 will be good for a lot of people. The shimmer just glows. Like, this one is 100% going on my winter rack this year. No one's talking me out of it. It's gorgeous. So there's 1 coat of Bee's Knees Lacquer, Your Mom. You love that name, Felisa. It's a pretty funny name. Excuse me. And then we've got another pretty gray to look at. This one is from Color Spectrum and it's called Stone That the Builder Refused. This is continuing the Bob Marley series and it's described as being a gray base with micro hollow and silver micro flakes. It's going to retail for $12 and there is a 100 bottle cap. I am super enjoying this Color Spectrum series. Gorgeous. All right, so going in with a first coat of Stone That the Builder Refused. And that name is so fitting because I feel like this color really does remind me of stone. It's like a perfect concrete gray. Smooth, curly formula goes on very evenly, and easily. It's a little bit sheer if you're going in, unless you're going in super thick. I don't want to because we're going to add that second coat here in just a second. But it builds up really nicely. If you've got a nail length kind of close to mine, 2 coats will be very close to opaque. but it's just a really soft dove gray with super sparkly finish. So there's one coat of some crows, oh no, of Stone That the Builder Refused from Color Spectrum. Gorgeous. All right, and then we have some pretty blacks this month, just in time for Halloween. We're going to start with the offering from Bluebird Lacquer. It's pretty, y'all. It's called There's Some Crows in the House. And this is continuing the Beautiful Birds Around the World series, and it, of course, is inspired by crows. That's you, Lucy. It's described as being a black jelly with a shattered hollow and a red to pink shifting sparkle. It's going to retail for $12, and there will be no cap. And just like always, $1 from every bottle sold goes to a bird conservatory. This month it's birdconservancy.org. Gorgeous. Look at the look at the flakes. I don't ever even wear black polishes, but this one I will wear. I might even add it to my fall rack so I can wear it for Halloween this year because it is something. Look at that first coat. Lucy, how did you do this? For real, how did you do this? Because black polishes with specialty finishes with like glitter and hollow are always so sheer because you don't want to cover up the gorgeous sparkle. But yours is so opaque and it has all of the hollow and it has all of the shimmer. Like, shut your mouth, Lucy. How? How? Oh, goodness, it's amazing. So there's one coat of Bluebird Lacquer. There's some crows in the house. Almost opaque on that first coat. Fully opaque in two for everybody. For everybody. It's gorgeous. It is magic. Lucy, I love your magic. This is beautiful. And while we're talking about Bluebird Lacquer, I hope it's okay with Lucy if I announce that I think next week on Saturday, same time, same place, um, I'm going to be unboxing Lucy's Halloween Advent calendar. So I'll be live swatching and reviewing it for you here. And I haven't seen any of the polishes, and I'm gonna wait to open them till I'm on camera with you guys so I can be surprised too. And I am so excited. So if you're available next weekend, Saturday, 6 p.m. EST, come join me again so you can see more pretties like this one. And we will swatch through her beautiful Halloween Advent. Oh, God, gorgeous. I'm obsessed with that one. All right, and then we have another black, and we'll loop around to add a second coat of that. We have a second black, and it is Night Owl Lacquer Shout. This is from Psych, part of their Psych series, and it's described as being a black with silver holographic micro flakies and red holographic micro glitters. It's going to retail for $12, and there's no cap on this one either. This one's phenomenal as well. Also perfect for Halloween. Super sparkly. Lots of red in this one, though. Yeah, I agree, Sarah. Even for a non-black polish lover, it makes you question your tastes. So going in with the first coat of Shout from Night Owl Lacquer. This one has a Crelly leaning formula, but it's packed with those glitters and pigments. It's so beautiful. Very even and smooth. And tons of sparkle there too. So there's one coat of Night Owl Lacquer Shout. Those red glitters are gorgeous. Because of the glitters in this one, it will be a little bit tough to remove, and it does dry textured. So I used on this one as well, the Cuticula Quenched top coat. Really pretty. Oh goodness, I'm sure Lucy will tell you all about it. Lucy, will you tell us more about your advent calendar? Yeah, this one's gorgeous too. All right, and the last polish I have to share with you today, well, for the new September polishes, we're going to take a look at the Advent. We're going to take a look at the overstock polishes that I have as well. It's from Heather's Hues. So pretty too. Very vampy. It's called I Can't Move On, and this one is part of their Handmaid's Tale series, one of my favorite shows. It's described as a rich, deep red violet base filled with black to red multi-chrome flakes. So I guess I could have put it with a black, right? It has black to red multi-chrome flakes. If you missed it earlier, I said that this one I probably should have put with the purples. It's a little closer to that, even though it's a little bit vampier. Um, but that's okay. So this one's going to retail for $12.50, and there's no cap. Gorgeous. Looks dark brown. I think, let me look. I think it might just be because of the red glitters warming it up a little bit. On the second coat, it deepens a little bit too. Yeah. All right, so first coat of Heather's Hues, I can't move on. Has a beautiful jelly formula with those gorgeous red to black multi-chrome flakes. They're so pretty and unique. And this one, because of that jelly formula, is just so squishy. I love squishy polishes. See them shifting a little bit? Gorgeous. So there is one coat of Heather Hues. I can't move on. And it does deepen in color as you continue to add coats. But one thing I like about this one is I feel like if you wanted it to be lighter, you could wear it in 2 coats. If you wanted it to be a little darker, you could wear it in 3 coats. So it's a little bit versatile in that way. Really pretty. Yes, it is a great advent calendar. Really great. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. All right. I'm glad you like the Heather Hue, Sarah. I think it's gorgeous. All right, let's go in for a second coat of these. I know I wouldn't have the discipline to open one day at a time. No way. We're going in with the second coat of Bee's Knees Lacquer, Your Mom. The smoky pine green with glowy purple shimmer. This one's going to be $12 with no cap. And it's got a very greeny gray base and tons of shifting pink to purple shimmer. Very smooth, very creamy formula, but still acrylic. And fully opaque in 2 coats. Look at that glow. Gorgeous. So there are 2 coats of Your Mom. Your Mom by Bee's Knees Lacquer. So funny. Gorgeous. All right. Going in for our second coat of Color Spectrum's offering, Stone That the Builder Refused, part of their Bob Marley series. This one's just so soft. Another one that I think is gorgeous in winter. I don't wear so many grays in fall, but I wear a ton in winter, and both of these are gorgeous. This one's really light and soft. Just makes me think of like falling snow. Gorgeous. It's fully opaque for me in 2 coats. If you've got longer nails, maybe you'd need 3, but I think 2 would be good for most people. So there are 2 coats of Color Spectrum Stone That the Builder Refused. You love gray all year, Lucy? I'm I might be getting into gray. I don't think I wear too much gray in the summer. I don't know if I wore any gray in the summer actually. But I love it in the spring. I put some in my fall rack as well. I'm getting into grays. All right, let's go in for our second coat of the beautiful Bluebird Lacquer. There's some crows in the house. Oh, the shimmer, people. The shimmer. What do we love more? The opacity? The shimmer? The hollow flakes? I don't know. All of it? All of it. It's not going to dry with any texture either. It's perfectly smooth. If it wasn't opaque on the first coat, it's definitely opaque on the second coat. I would say on the second coat too, it gets a little bit deeper in color. So there are 2 coats of Bluebird Lacquer. Look at those rainbows. Oh gosh, that one's pretty. 2 coats, I got distracted, of Bluebird Lacquer. There's some crows in the house. Oh my gosh. I know, right, Jennifer? They're so, oh God. Is that what I have to do, Bluebird? Is that what I have to do, Lucy? Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny. I was wondering, Carolina. I thought it was an inside joke I just didn't get. And then from Night Owl Lacquer, we have Shout. It is part of the Psych series. It's described as a black with silver holographic micro flakes and red holographic micro glitters. This one's going to be $12 and has no cap. Lucy, Canada, can they purchase Bluebird? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, or maybe. There we go. All right, so second coat of the Night Out Lacquer, Shout. Again, with those glitters, this one will be a little bit textured, not as textured as it would be if it was chunky glitters. They're quite small. Oh, so pretty. There we go. Wow. Just wow. See, these two polishes are going to make me a black lover. They make me want to wear black all year round. I never thought I'd say that. Gorgeous. So there are two coats of Night Owl Lacquer Shout. Gorgeous. All right. And moving on to Heather's Hues. Moving on to I can't move on. Ah. Oh, thank you, Eileen. I appreciate it. So I Can't Move On is continuing the Handmaid's Tale series. Gosh, the shift in this one's gorgeous. It is a rich, deep red violet base filled with black to red multi-chrome flakes. And it's going to be $12.50. No cap on this one. Just perfect for fall. This whole hand is perfect for fall. So see how in the second coat it really builds up well. On that first coat, it was super smooth and even. Like honestly, if you have my nail length, you might even be okay just to leave it at one coat if you wanted a lighter color. But at two coats, it darkens up really nicely. And look at those flakes. Come on now. You can't tell me that's not beautiful. It's so beautiful. So there are two coats of Heather's Hues. I Can't Move On. Part of their Handmaid's Tale series. The flakes are just so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I love it. All right. Let me remove this glitter. So Hella Handmade Creations is similar to Polish Pickup in that it's a collective and that a bunch of different indie makers participate and they contribute a limited edition polish that is available from the same dates every month. So Polish Pickup is the first Friday of every month, but Hella Handmade Creations is boop. Hella Handmade Creations is the 14th through the 21st of every month. And makers get to come up with their own themes. So that's why each of these have a different series. Each month, the makers, for at least 6 months, I believe, release a polish, continuing that series so that at the end, if you follow the series, it's like you have a whole collection from that maker, which I think is really cool. And the makers get to pick the series, they get to pick their theme, so it's very personal. But yes, these polishes will only be available on the Hella Handmade Creation shop from the 14th through the 21st. Some of the items are capped as well, and in that way it is similar to Polish Pickup. Did I leave anything out? Oh, one thing that's different from Polish Pickup is that these polishes are actually on the site. So on the first of the month, every month, Hella Handmade Creations goes ahead and posts, I can't talk, posts the polishes that will be for sale that month, along with swatch photos and all that. So if you want to go ahead and check out the Hella Handmade Creations site, I'll put a link in the chat. It's up. And you can check out more swatches of everything, so on different skin tones and things like that. I love that they post it early. It's kind of nice having a week or two, I guess 2 weeks, to really think about what you want to get and be able to budget. Very fun. Yes. Thank you, Lucy. Wish listing. Yes, I believe you can do wish listing already. Let me see if it'll let me wish list. Yep, you can. So you'll have to create an account with your email, but you can go ahead and start wish listing for sure. Yes. Good question. All right, so here are the ones we just looked at. Sorry, it's been a second. Bee's Knees Lacquer, your mom. Color Spectrum, Stone That the Builder Refused. Bluebird Lacquer, There's Some Crows in the House. Night Owl Lacquer, Shout, and Heather's Hues, I Can't Move On. And you can see that one is in 3 coats, so it's a little bit deeper than it was. Super pretty. Ah, gorgeous. Which of these are we wish listing? Any of them? All of them? All right, and then I'm going to have some overstock polishes to share with you too. But before we get to that, why don't we go ahead and mattify all the polishes I shared with you today? Actually, first, no, I think we're good. I was going to have those thermals transition, but since I'm running so warm, we basically already saw what they look like transitioned. Yep. All right, let's mattify these guys, these folks. Bluebird is on your wish list already. Love it. The top coat that I'm using, by the way, is from Anchor and Heart Lacquer Sea Glass. This one's scented in Raz Lemonade. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It is now my favorite matte top coat. And people watching on replay and people watching on the live stream, let me know too if you have any polishes that are on your wish list or items that are on your wish list that I didn't share with you today, because I'm always curious to see what you guys are interested in. And after the replay is posted, I will share with you guys what is on my wish list in the comments, because I have a few. I have a few. Oh man, y'all might flip when you see these mattified. They are something else. Even though I don't wear matte polishes that often, it always takes my breath away seeing them mattified. They just look so different. It makes me think I need to wear matte polishes more often. Maybe we'll do that. Hearts and Promises. I remember that one. I haven't started my wish list yet, but that one is like a stunning brown. It looks perfect for fall too, and I think it's going to be on my wish list. It is gorgeous. Yes, the Bluebird deserves to be on everyone's wish list. If I'm being honest, it's stunning. Like, it might be one of my favorite black polishes now. Wildflower Lacquer. I'm loving this series too, Shayla. Alice in Wonderland. Can't go wrong with Alice in Wonderland. All right, I'm almost done. This is my biggest Hella Handmade Creations video yet. I had 20 polishes to share with you, which is more than ever before. So it's taking a second to mattify them all. And while we wait for them to dry down to their completely matte state, I do have one more non-polished item to share with you. There we go. All right, so the last item I want to share with you is from Heather's Hues. It is their Wits Lotion, and the scent is Freedom Agrees With You. Love that. I believe it's also a quote from Handmaid's Tale. So their Wits Lotion stands for What is This Sorcery Lotion? Because it's such a great lotion. And this one smells fantastic. Fantastic. And I smelled it before reading the scent notes. And I was a little surprised to hear what was in it because I didn't know that it would smell like something I would enjoy. To me, the scent is very clean and fresh. Oh, yes, and slightly sweet. It smells amazing. So the scent description is it's a blend of fruits, nectar, and exotic florals rounded out with sweet vanilla and honey. The top notes are lemon, orange, bergamot, the mint, and raspberry, which all sound like things I love. But to me, this doesn't smell especially citrusy, maybe a little bit, but they're top notes. The mid notes are carnation, tuberose, orchids, hydrangea, and calla lily. And I didn't smell too much floral in this, but those aren't the strongest floral notes, so maybe that's why. And then the base notes are vanilla, oak moss, and tonka bean. Honestly, I think the scent is extremely agreeable, and most people would enjoy this scent. It's not super overpowering. Like I said, it just mostly gives me very clean vibes. It's going to retail for $7.25. There will be a 32 tub cap, and every month this sells out because there's only 32 available. If you can get it. I really enjoy this lotion. It is nice and light. So I feel like especially it's perfect for these months where it's not super cold yet. It really moisturizes, it doesn't feel sticky, and it just melts into the skin. Yeah, it just soaks in and it smells so good. It smells so good. If you can get this, get some. Like my skin feels so soft now. I love it. And no shiny finish. It just melts right in. So that's the Heather's Hughes Wits Lotion in the scent Freedom Agrees with You. Oh, it smells so good. Yes, try to get it, Lucy. It smells so good. Oh, I like it. I'm glad I put it on. All right, let's look at all of them mattified. Yay! One of my favorite parts. All right, so we're starting with the Pampered Polishes, which feels like ages ago. This is Scarodactyl. Look at that matte. Linby Designs, Luxurious Raccoon. Oh, that one's really cool matte. You can really see the flakies. Supernatural, The Gill Man. That one looks super cool matte too. The hollow is obviously not hollow anymore, but it just looks kind of speckled. Then we've got By Danny Viana, Little Anya. Look at those flakies, Matt. What? Oh my goodness, these two. Then we got Wildflower Lacquer. Who are you? Those flakes are crazy, Matt. Crazy. Then we've got Cuticula Ignite the Spark. Those flakes are also crazy, Matt. Then we've got Rogue Lacquer Kiss the Girl. It has kind of like a satiny look. Matte, super pretty. Then we've got Penelope Lou's Salsa Matte. Gorgeous. Garden Path Lacquers. I'm not going to get this name wrong again. Indigo, Spires, Salvia. Salvia. And those flakes are super glowy matte. My goodness. Oh gosh. It's a crime against humanity to mattify hollow. Oh gosh. Oh, you guys make me laugh. I have to agree. I have to agree. All right. Swamp Gloss. Nope. Matte. Look at those flakes. Gorgeous. There's the Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Gutter Ball matte, and you can really see all the flakes in there. There's so many. Cupcake Polish Jolene. Jolene. Gorgeous. MTK Design. Theme variation on a theme. Pretty. This one's really cool. Coloristic Carol. Dragon's Heart. Different Dimension. It's a beautiful day to save lives. Get my other swatch wheel. And then we have, oh, look at that one, Matt. Okay, was not expecting that. Bees Knees Lacquer, Your Mom. That is crazy looking. I really like that. Okay. Color spectrum, stone that the builder refused. Let me check on that name. Yes, that one's pretty matte too. And then the bluebird lacquer. There's some crows in the house. That one's gorgeous matte. Honestly, though, nothing can top it glossy, in my opinion. I love it glossy. There's Night Owl Lacquer Shout. Those glitters pop matte too. And then Heather's Hues. I can't move on. That one I may like maybe like more matte. Golly, look at that. So pretty. Jess. It almost popped off. Oh my goodness, y'all crack me up. All right, and then I have three overstock polishes to share with you. The first one is from 1850 Artisan Polish. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up and subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. 1850 Artisan Polish is bringing back the Vicar. This was from their Masterpiece series that they did earlier this year. This one was inspired by, I believe, the show Grantchester, and it's described as being a bright raspberry base with a variety of pink, purple, and blue shimmers, multi-chrome flakes that transition from fuchsia to gold to green. It's going to retail for $12. And of course, these overstock polishes are extremely limited quantity, so if you like them, got to be ready to shop when the shop opens. Otherwise, if you wait until the next morning to shop like I do, they may be sold out by the time you get there. I wasn't using my head and I already mattified these. So I'll show you what they look like matte and then I'll add a glossy top coat too. So there's the Vicar Matte. It's really pretty matte. I love this color. I haven't seen 1850 Artisan Polish in a while. I need to check in on Nikki. I love their polishes. So here's what it looks like. Glossy. Isn't that pretty? It's just such a rich color and I love the flakes too. So there are three coats of 1850 Artisan the Vicar. Gorgeous. I like the caps, Eileen. It just meant that you really, really enjoy it. Cuticula also has an overstock polish this month. It's called Beyond the Veil. If you don't have this one, try to get it. Try to get it. It is probably one of my favorite Hella Handmade Creations polishes ever. Ever. It's gorgeous. Oh gosh. So this was part of their Lindsay Sterling series, which just anyway is such a fun series. And it's described as a soft, milky white, full of holographic flakes, iridescent shifting flakes, chrome shifting flakes, and rainbow iridescent shifting glitters. It's going to retail for $12.50. And look at those flakes. I mean, come on. Come on. I need them in everything. That's what I was going to say, Carolina. I agree. This one just screams winter to me. I think when I swatched it, it was snowy outside. I think it was February, and my swatch photos had snow in the background, and it was just a whole vibe. I was just feeling so like at peace with life wearing this polish when it was snowy outside. So there's Cuticula Beyond the Veil Mattified. It's gorgeous that way too. Now I'm adding their top coat, Limitless Quick Dry top coat. And it's gorgeous that way too. So pretty. It is a snow polish, Jennifer. Yes, it is. Gorgeous. I love it too, JPT, because you can try to grab polishes that are returning all year instead of having to wait until 1 month and it kind of getting expensive. I love overstocks as an option. So there are three coats, although it's pretty opaque for me on my nail length, and two of Cuticula Beyond the Veil. And then the last overstock item I have to share with you today is from Swamp Gloss, and it's called the Lagoon. This one was part of their Nebula series, and it's a thermal crelly, so another thermal from Swamp Gloss. They're awesome. I'll make sure to heat this one up on my toaster so you can see it transition. But this one's a thermal crelly that goes from dark, slightly green leaning blue when cold, which is what you're seeing here, I feel like it's like a deep, rich teal. Um, to a bright, bold green when warm, filled with iridescent flakes that shift violet to red to orange and red to gold to green. This one is going to be priced at $13. The flakes in here are amazing. They're awesome. It's like a mixture of rainbows. Polishes like these just make me heavy sigh. So pretty. And I love the three colors together. I don't know why. I love it. All right, so there is 3 coats of Swamp Gloss, the Lagoon. This one is pretty sheer because it's acrylic. It's fully opaque for me in 3 coats though. So matte, it is gorgeous. We'll add a glossy top coat so you can see that too. And those flakes just shine. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. And you'll see when it transitions. Go ahead and get my toaster going. If it'll go. Hold on. I agree. It's super opal-like. There we go. Okay. I'm going to heat it up on my toaster so you can see it transition. It does turn to a bright, bold green when it's warm. It's something else. And because of that, it totally gives me Earth Day vibes. Like the blue and the green together, it just reminds me of Earth Day. So there's what it looks like warm. Isn't that cool? Swamp Gloss deserves all the love. I love Swamp Gloss. Isn't that gorgeous? So 3 coats of Swamp Gloss, the Lagoon. So gorgeous. So many pretties. So many pretties this month. But thank you guys so much for joining me again this evening. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of exciting new videos coming up. I always like to kind of give a sneak peek, kind of an overview idea of what's coming in the upcoming week when you guys join me on my lives. So, this upcoming week, I've got a Stella Chroma Fall Puns collection coming at you. It's a collection of 4 amazing creamy crullies. And then I've got the Coloristic Carol Halloween collection to share with you also this week. So probably 2 videos this week, this next weekend. So not this Saturday, not today, but the Saturday next week. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. I'm going to be unboxing the Halloween Advent calendar from Bluebird Lacquer. So I'll open it up with you and swatch each polish, and we'll be surprised together. So that'll be next week on Saturday. And then we've got other exciting things coming too, of course. We've got the Bees Knees Lacquer Anniversary Collection. I actually swatched that entire collection today. It's a 12. Oh, my toaster just went off and gave me a heart attack. Oh no. Okay. Getting myself together. The BC's Lacquer Anniversary Collection is 12 polishes, y'all. 12 polishes, and they're stunning. And I'm going to be swatching those for you, not this week, but next week. I also am going to have a Wildflower Lacquer Koi's from the Swamp collection. More koi polishes to share the week following, and I'm already swatching some polish pickup. It's hard to believe, but already swatching some polish pickup for next month, which is exciting too. So that will be coming soon as well. Oh yeah, and my fall rack. I'm gonna live stream my fall rack the next week after my Bluebird Lacquer advent calendar. So lots of lives coming. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you tune into those too. Thank you so much for joining. This was so fun. I hope you have a really great holiday weekend, and hope you take care. I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out.